Welcome back to Health and Wellness Monday. It's the kitchen section now. You know, I've just chased Brian because today we are so busy. We've got guests who've come here to visit us today. We've got Sheila, like I said. Sheila has just been disturbing me. I hope after today she'll just be watching the show and she won't be bothering me with, I want to come and cook, I want to come chef. So, Sheila, welcome back to the show. Introduce yourself. Your name is?
I'm Sheila Komantha. From Eka Hotel.
Okay. And who's this guy who's very threatening in the kitchen? I know him and I've seen him, but we'll talk about it later on. Who is he?
This is my mentor, our executive chef at Eka Hotel.
And how did you manage to get this guy into this kitchen? Did you go and say, Chef, we are going to this show, or what happened?
The same way I was bothering you is the same way I was bothering him.
Chef David Okoth.
Yeah.
Master Chef David Okoth. Yeah. I know you've got a long life and you've got to tell us where you all came from. But first of all, tell us, what are you cooking for us today?
Today I'm cooking tilapia fillet.
Fresh tilapia fillet?
Fresh tilapia fillet.
On?
Yes, skin on, yeah.
Let the viewers see. Skin on.
Yeah.
Iko na ngozi yake, skin on. Why do we have, why is it important to have tilapia fillet with skin on?
Well, I like it with the skin on because when the skin is crispy and you combine it with the flavor of the fillet itself, it's just heaven in your mouth. Tell
me something about this show. You know, this show, most of the time we always talk in terms of, our maximum time when we do the show is about 30 minutes or less. How long is it going to take to prepare this dish today?
This is going to take only 15 minutes.
You see, the same thing. And it's a very, very healthy. Fish, white meat, you can't go wrong with that.
Crispy fish fillet, Abdalla mushroom sauce, crushed potatoes, and guacamole by Chef David Okoth. 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, a pinch of Tabasco, half a lemon for lemon juice, 4 pieces of fish fillet with the skin on, 1 tablespoon of chopped dhania, 1 chopped onion, 20 grams of diced tomatoes, light soy sauce to taste, salt and pepper to taste, 100 grams of sauteed spinach, 20 grams of pitted black olives, 10 grams of chopped spring onions, 100 grams of guacamole, 70 grams of pre-cooked crushed potatoes.
Sheila, what you can start doing for me, just start mixing the guacamole slowly while I
So guacamole is actually what? Avocado, Sheila, what is it? Avocado?
Guacamole is basically avocado, chopped onions, brunoise of tomatoes, a little bit of coriander, Tabasco, the healthy parts, olive oil. That's it. Some seasoning.
And then you've got your lemon juice as usual. And then salt and pepper to taste. All right, Chef David.
Yeah.
So currently what you're doing is you're just seasoning the your fish. It's very, very important. Don't season the fish before for a long time because otherwise all the juice comes out. So that's very, very important. You can marinate the meat for a long time, but if you marinate the fish for a long time, it becomes ceviche.
Yes.
That's what ceviche is, the raw fish where you just marinate it and then eat it raw. It's mostly Mexican or Latino. So your pan is hot, I can see. You've got healthy vegetable oil. So go ahead. What else? So Chef David, something about yourself. Before you tell me about how good Sheila is in the kitchen and why she forced you to come here, I want to know something about yourself. How long have you been at the Eka Hotel?
This is my 5th year at the Eka Hotel.
At the Eka Hotel?
Actually, I opened it.
Okay. And where did you apprentice?
At the Norfolk Hotel.
Okay.
I started way back in 1992.
That was before you became this big.
Yeah, before I became this big,
Yeah, so you started, and you better talk like a chef. You know, chefs are supposed to be bold and talking loudly and everything. So don't feel shy, Chef David, because I've seen you in the kitchen.
So you want me to scare you?
No, if you scare me, I'll still, you know, I can't run away from heat. I'm used to heat. So I'll still be in the kitchen here. Yeah, so you started off at the Norfolk Hotel.
Yes, at the Norfolk Hotel.
Under the tutelage of
Eamon Malan. Eamon Malan has been there for a long time.
Everybody in Kenya knows Eamon Malan. He trained almost everybody. Malan also trained me when I was I think about 16, 17 years old. Malan trained me. So you can see that he's trying to check if the oil is hot. Yeah. So once you get that searing sound, that means ready to go. Okay. So from the Norfolk Hotel, you went to?
From the Norfolk Hotel, I stayed there for 8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I managed to rise to the level of senior sous chef.
Okay.
After which I left again. I left, not again, but I left to go to Singapore.
Yeah.
At the Raffles Hotel.
Yeah.
In Northbridge Road.
Okay.
I stayed in Singapore.
Yeah.
And then from Singapore, I moved to Scotland, Glen Eagles.
Okay.
Just in Perthshire.
Okay.
Edinburgh.
So,
I stayed there.
So Nairobi, Singapore, UK.
Yeah, UK.
And then UK.
Then Abu Dhabi Hilton.
Abu Dhabi Hilton. Hey,
then,
this guy has moved around. You see, we've got international chefs in the kitchen today. So Abu Dhabi Hilton and
back to Nairobi only 3 months.
Yeah.
Then I went to London, Savoy Hotel in central London.
Yeah.
That's where I worked for 6 years.
Yeah.
After which I was transferred to Nairobi when the Fairmont bought
I remember that particular time. Yeah. I remember very well at that particular time I was working with Fairmont Hotels in Canada.
Yeah.
And I heard about this young Kenyan who's out in UK, who was creating waves in UK, and Fairmont was coming into Kenya, and we decided we needed some international experience, bring back some Kenyans to bring in value to this country. So why did you actually leave London? You know, everybody wants you a Maju up there. People don't want to come back. Everybody's talking about I'm being in a diaspora. Why did you come back to Kenya?
Honestly speaking, I wasn't intending to come back to Kenya. But this guy, this vice president of Middle East Africa, I can't remember his name now. Yeah. He came to London and he said he's heard something about a chef here. Yeah. And that they would like me to go back home. Okay. And to help them with the transition. Yeah. And they offered some very, very good things. And I decided, okay, fine. You couldn't drop that money. It was all about. No, it was not just about money. It's not money. There were very, very good things. Okay, very good incentives. Yeah, in terms of enhancing my career. Yeah, and also to build some young. Yeah, of course, those are the opportunities I'm going to take. Okay. So as soon as I landed, before 1 year elapsed, again they transferred me to Egypt, Cairo. Yeah. Fairmont Heliopolis. Yeah. Where I stayed from 2009, to 2006 to 2009. I came back and again, when I got here, I came back as a group training chef for all the units. Yeah. And I've been with them until 2009 when I left. And I joined, and I wanted to be independent. I had been with Fairmont for quite a long, long time. Okay. I want to show something to the viewers. When you see that crispiness, it's because the pan has got to be very, very hot, and then the skin shows crisp. If the pan is not hot, what happens is the skin peels off, right? Yeah. So it's very, very important in order to get that crispness. And he didn't even use flour. Some people use flour to coat the fish. It's not really necessary. There you go, chef. Thank you. Yeah. So, tell me something about Sheila. How did Sheila join you? Sheila was been bothering me. Sheila was from. Oh, Sheila, where? Okay, first of all, Sheila, tell us, where do you come from? Which part of Kenya? Nairobi. Okay. Nairobi na wenyewe. Iko na wenyewe sasa. Okay. So you started from Nairobi? Yeah, I started from Nairobi. Yeah. I trained in Utalii College. Okay, that's Road. Okay. So how I came to know about the chef, I wanted to train in Eka. Okay. So the same way I disturbed you is the same way I went to him. You want to disturb this guy? Monday to Monday. Yeah. I must train here. Okay. So you started off as a trainee before they hired you? I started as a trainee. Okay. So Chef David, what it means is that you normally hire people and train them, and then when they prove themselves, you don't hire them. You first take them as trainees, interns. Yes, yes. Okay, there you go. You've just had it. If you are interested, that is how you need to start. So, how long have you been with Eka Hotel now? It's a year now. It's a year? Yeah. Wow. And how much development have you seen through the tutelage of Chef David? I have so much to thank the chef for, because he doesn't shout at you or something. You know, that is what builds us. The chefs are very, very crazy, some of them. Eh? If he doesn't shout at me, I wouldn't be here. Okay. And that's the reason why? That's the reason why. You are here. You need to be shouted upon in order to operate. Yeah. Okay. Not exactly that, but that's how you cannot
bembeleza mtoto. Lazima umwambie, hii si mzuri, hii si mzuri.
Chef, is that really true?
Very true.
Chef, I want to ask you a question about, you know, we see some of these chefs on TV who shout and scream and do things like that. Is that the real thing in the kitchen nowadays? Nowadays, I know during our time we went through that. Nowadays,
well, it's come down. It's come down.
Oh, it's a different generation.
It's a different generation, completely different. Okay. We did it from our hearts. It was something, you know, it's passion. Yeah. But the young guys nowadays tend to be, they want to do things very fast. They want things to happen like overnight. Yeah. They have no patience. Okay. We did this not for money. We did this not because of anything, but we love this. It's the passion. It's the passion in us.
What makes you happy when you get home at the end of the night? Oh, because I know that this is a very demanding profession. Yeah. What makes you happy when you get home?
Besides seeing my beautiful wife Anne, and my kids, a satisfied guest behind me is what makes my.
Wow, that's something very few people think in terms of. So number one for you is guests. Guests and nothing but the guests.
Yes.
Okay.
A satisfied guest.
How much time do you actually spend in the kitchen for those people who want to go into this profession? How much time do you spend in the kitchen compared to at home?
Well, most of my time is in the kitchen. Yeah. Actually, in a 24-hour day.
So that's your second wife?
That's my second wife.
Okay.
We work very long hours. Yeah. And it's something that I enjoy doing as well, because besides just doing that, I also learn a lot. Okay. Because even from Sheila, she's from college, but in the culinary world, you learn from even this junior staff. Okay. They've got something to offer. But most of the time, it's you to see something in them and tap it out, because they won't do it themselves. It's not going to be easy for them to do it.
I was telling somebody the other day, and somebody asked me, says, how did you get there? And I said, I've spent too many years that if I was training to become maybe a banker, I'll be the CEO of a bank right now. The number of years that we spent in the kitchen. Yes. It's all about passion. It's got nothing. So what about for those people who think that working in the kitchen is so easy and I'll finish with early college? Sheila, how long do you think before you probably make the next step? How long do you think it's going to take you?
Another year.
Another year?
Yeah.
So the next step is demi-chef de partie?
Yeah.
So demi-chef de partie is a departmental chef. Within the kitchen, there are so many different departments. So I think Sheila would like to be, and that's okay, that's encouraging, But then, chef, we've also got these people who think that they can just walk into the kitchen and in about 2 years, they become an executive chef.
Yes.
Simply by watching cooking shows, simply by reading books and going through the internet. Does it really work?
It doesn't work at all. This is one area that I sometimes feel frustrated. Yeah. Because it's like Rome, they want to build Rome in a day. Yeah. It doesn't work.
Rome was not built in a day.
No, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It takes time. Yeah. Patience, and I can tell them clearly, kitchen is enjoyable, but it's not easy. Yeah. It's not easy at all.
Exactly.
Sheila will tell you more about that. It's not easy. And you have to really, we don't work with time.
Exactly.
We don't have time. We can't say that I'm going to leave at 3 o'clock. That doesn't exist.
It doesn't.
Because just by the 3 o'clock, a bus full of 61 Indians from India.
For example, our producer Spencer walks in there trying to impress his better half at that particular time. Yeah. What are the and Chef David wants to go home. It's time to go home. What happens?
First of all, Spencer must go home, must leave my hotel smiling in order to make me go home and smile as well. Otherwise, I cannot leave him behind.
I can see he's salivating just looking at your dish right now. So now I've seen you've also sauteed some spinach.
Yes.
The spinach is supposed to be blanched for how long? Blanching is just putting them in hot water for a short while, say less than a minute.
Less than a minute, but then what happens, and this is where a lot of chefs get it wrong.
Because the question would be, how come they are green?
Yes,
and when somebody cooks them at home, they're always brown. So what did you do to this spinach?
What we do after blanching them, take them out quickly, and then we cool them rapidly in ice water. Okay. That retains the color.
That's the secret.
Yes, and then we squeeze the water out of it. Okay. And the best thing to do, if you freeze it still, it's fine. It's fine. You can freeze it.
You can use it again and again.
You can use it again and again. Okay. And the color, you retain the color. Yeah. I avoid using salt so much in the water. I avoid it. Yeah. And
because of health issues.
Yes.
This is a health show at the same time. That's one of the reasons. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I noticed that you've got your potatoes over here.
Yeah.
You've got your...
Crushed potatoes, yeah.
Crushed potatoes. So what's crushed potatoes? Explain to these guys, what's crushed potatoes?
Crushed potatoes is basically, this is an idea I saw at the Savoy, and it wasn't being done the same way I'm doing it. Yeah. It was being done differently. Yeah. What we used to do is we used to crush them, boil them first. Yeah. Then we used to put them under the light on the pass. Okay. They dry kidogo. Yeah. Then we would crush them with the...
So if I don't have the pass, can I throw them into the oven for a while?
Yes, you can do that.
Dry them out.
Yes, you can do that.
So you can do that. Yes. Once you boil your potatoes, put them in the oven just a little bit so that they can dry. And then all you did was saute them in healthy oil.
Yeah, in olive oil, actually vegetable oil. Okay. And then season it nicely, because seasoning is very, very important when you're preparing food.
Just try a little bit of that.
Yeah, okay. Sure. So, yeah, season it.
Crunchy.
Yeah.
And they're very, very crunchy.
Yeah, so, but if you're at home and you can deep fry them in oil and then remove them, yes, in oil. Yeah. You can use...
Okay. I also noticed that Sheila has done with the fish. Yeah. That fish, just to educate people, at home, our parents used to cook fish for hours and hours. Yeah. How long does it take to cook fish?
Fish 5 minutes at 180 degrees, done. Because unless you want it a bit dry, 5 minutes for me, 6 minutes at most,
and that's something
at 180 degrees.
That's something that most people don't realize, that the fish does not have to be dry. Yeah. Because you're spoiling all the juice, all the flavors that are in the fish. Most of the flavors from the fish are the juices that come out of the fish. So most of the time, the fish takes only 5 to 10 minutes. Like Chef David said, make sure that you pan fry it on a hot pan, crispy, and then throw it into the oven for about 5-10 minutes, 180 degrees, and your fish is done.
Done, yeah.
Do not give me any excuse that I came from work and I cannot cook. This dish has been cooked for less than 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and we are going, and even before Brian showed up, you know. So you can see, and then you are topping it up with guacamole on top.
Yeah.
So your guacamole is, Brian, who invited you? I can see you walking in. Who invited you? Can you wait one of these days? I'm just going to kick you out of this kitchen right anyway. So we are doing guacamole, which is avocado. We were talking about food.
Sorry, let me go back. Let me go back.
No. Now that you've smelled it, stay there. Anyway, so guacamole, you showed it, and then now just a splash of the sauce.
Yes.
Which sauce are we having today?
This is mushroom sauce.
But you can have it with any other sauce.
Any other sauce.
You want.
I know Kenyans like it with tomato sauce.
Now, mushroom sauce used to be associated with meat. Yeah. How come nowadays we give it with fish?
This is the fusion I'm doing. Yeah. Actually, that's what I'm doing at the...
It's what we call fusion.
Yeah.
Okay. So fusion is a mixture. It's embodying different flavors and different styles.
Yes, but using local ingredients.
Locally available ingredients. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So a splash of
the sauce, mushroom sauce, just.
Maybe I think what I'll do, I don't know if I should invite the director Mwadime to come and try this.
No,
that would be nice.
No.
That would be nice.
No,
Mwadime likes fish.
No, I refuse.
Yeah, he likes fish. And everybody keeps on wondering, who's this Mwadime that we find?
No, I refuse. I'm the only taster here.
No, hey, shauri yako. Okay, so Sheila.
With my fish.
All right, so what I'll do is I'll just take it to the camera guy to show them. So, like I said, you've got your beautiful, crispy skin on fish, pan fried in less than 10 minutes, okay? 180 degrees in the oven, and then you've got your mushroom sauce drizzled a little bit over there. You've got your salted spinach, green, perfect color, and then you've got your chopped, what did you call the potatoes?
Crushed potatoes.
Crushed potatoes, just roughly cut. And then the lemon there is just to add an extra flavor if you want it to be acidic. Otherwise, everything's perfect.
Sisi tuangoja kula na mdomo.
Brian, you know...
Unajua kuna watu nyumbani wanakula kwa macho, chef. Asante.
Sheila. Yes. Come and sit down with Brian here and explain to him about that dish. Chef David, please come on to this side.
Sheila, as you come, what sport do you play?
Basketball.
Ah, nice.
I will stand over there, Sheila.
Oh, what's this?
Because this guy has got to hear what you say.
Nice.
And why don't you ask Chef David what sport does he play?
I was going there.
Wrestling.
Chef, usikubali. Usikubali huyu jamaa kuingilia.
Okay, okay. Before we even ask Brian, you know, let's try them. Give them credit for their nini.
Yeah.
So crispy. Let's try it with the mushroom sauce. Bold flavors.
Chef.
Yeah. Proper reduction.
Ungekuwa unapika hivi?
Are you trying to tell me you're not going to be in the shows anymore?
Ungekuwa unapika hivi?
You see, that's why I wanted to bring in Mwadime, lakini wewe mwenyewe bati yako.
Let me try the potatoes.
I like the avocado. It's just light. The acid is not there. Even it's just a hint of the Tabasco. Because I don't take a lot of spicy food. I like cooking with spices, but I don't take spicy food because of my own health. Try the avocado.
Guacamole.
Yeah. It's just perfect. The Tabasco is just there. It's not very, very empowering.
Sure.
Yeah.
But one thing I'd like to comment on is the potatoes. You know, when people cook potatoes, they want to...
Chipo.
Wanataka kuipika kabisa, yani...
Wewe yako ni chipo.
Sikia.
Ili ya barabarani.
When guys are cooking potatoes, especially when you're boiling or something, they want to boil it mpaka ibondeke kabisa. But here you can feel that crunch,
the crunchiness,
in it,
the crunchiness,
which is a good thing.
Yeah. And when you look at also this one thing that I like about this dish is that there's a spectrum of flavors. You know, there's acidity, there's a little bit of bold flavors from the mushroom, there's the crunchiness from the potatoes, there's a beautifying aspect of the spinach. Brian, kula mboga. So I like that, and I also like the presentation. It's simple, but you know what? Very, very appetizing. This dish, if we were to sell it in the hotel, how much would it go for? Because Brian can't afford.
What do you say? What do you mean?
Okay, brand ambassador, how much would you charge him for this dish?
1,400.
1,400. That's it, Brian. You
Chef
can
Abdalla,
afford it.
do you know how much my shoe costs?
I don't care what your shoe costs.
Do you know how much my shirt costs?
Yeah, because you are giving it for free.
Chef, kwa nini leo ako hivi na nguvu mingi? Ako na simu mpya.
Oh,
uliona hiyo Brian?
Ndio ndo sababu. But I love this. Thank you very much. So probably if somebody would want to come probably at Eka Hotel.
Yeah.
What should they expect on the menu?
Well, what I've done in my menu, and most of my menus, I've done a fusion, and I've combined everything. Like if there's a section for starches, there's a section for proteins. Vegetarians, of course, are taken care of. And normally you'll find, like Abdalla was asking, why mushroom sauce with the fish? These are the kind of things that you should expect out there, because you might find even a beef. We'll serve with a complete sauce that will surprise you. But sometimes I like combining the sauces as well, because it also brings out the whole flavor of the whole dish as you eat it.
Something that I forgot to ask you, Chef David. Until today, every now and then, whenever I check your Facebook page, you're always either going to Ghana. The other day you were in West Africa. What's going on?
Well, I'm in the African Chefs United.
Okay.
And we normally go out there not only to for competitions and all that. Like in Ghana, we had a lot of projects. We were assisting these old ladies in the church, showing them the tricks, how to cook, what we do, what goes on out there. Because at their age, maybe they cannot travel, but they want to do things at home. Okay. So those are some of the projects that we are doing out there.
So you are giving back to the community.
We are giving back to the community.
That's very, very important. Sheila, you were talking about sports, basketball.
Yeah, I was talking about basketball, and you told me you play basketball.
Yeah, I used to.
Used to. Which position? Palembele.
Palembele.
When you will strike.
Me and MC.
Sasa, as we finish, as we wind up, I'd like you to look into that camera. Talk to the youth out there, because we have so many ladies, we have so many young people who want to get into this profession. This profession. What advice would you give them?
My advice would be, nothing comes easy. You have to wake up at early as 4:30. You're in the kitchen. Nothing comes easy. Forget about the sleep. Sleep later. Work out and work hard right now. The future will sort you out.
So are you trying to say that in a few years' time you'll be kibonge kama chef?
I said work out and work hard.
Chef, your final advice looking into that camera.
To the young guys.
Be patient. Work from your heart. It's not about the money now. Money will come, but for now, give it your heart. Forget the money. If you want life, the money later, now is the time to make it. Yeah. Be patient.
Now is the time to make it. So if you want to find these guys and you want to enjoy their meals, remember, you can get them at Eka Hotel here in Nairobi. But meanwhile, if you feel like you want to come to this show, you're a chef out there,
write to us.
KTN, it's Life and Style, Life and Style at standardmedia.co.ke. And you might have a chance like these guys here. But
Brian, today, anyway, you know what? We're just letting go. Don't forget to watch Life and Style tomorrow morning. What do we have tomorrow?
Artistic Tuesday.
There you go.
Yeah, where you get to paint fish.
So guys, you know what? Write to us. The whole of this month, we are just inviting chefs from all aspects of life from different countries. See us next week.
Bye.
All right. Take care.